Welcome to lecture 11. So in the last class, we were discussing related with the initial and final conditions for the dynamic networks. We have seen two examples. Now next we'll see the next example 5.3 from Van Valkenburg book. Here, suppose now I have a network. I have a network like this. Okay. And there are 2 points, one is A and second is B. In middle there is a resistor connected through it with inductor and the capacitor also connected. This is say point A and this is point B. Okay, and say this value terminal battery is V, for example. So this is R, L, C. So what is given? The given is that the switch when is at A, this is the case switch. So when switch is at A, steady state has been reached. Okay, this is given. Fine. And now we would like to calculate the initial current, that is I of 0 positive, fine, and I dash of 0 positive, let's say, for or when the switch is or switch will move to point B. That is what we have to do it. Okay, so to calculate this, first what is it when we'll consider the steady state, that is switch is at point A. So how will be my network? My network looks like this. So there is a resistor and here inductor. This is V, R and L, and let's say this current. So what will be I of 0 negative? I of 0 negative will be, because when steady state reach, inductor will be short circuited, so this will be short circuit. So your I of 0 negative will be simply V by R. Okay, now I of 0 negative will be V by R, and this, now let us move this switch to this point. So if I'm moving this switch to point B, what will be my equivalent? Equivalent will be, looks like it. So this is inductor, and now there will be one more sort of resistor present here. Okay, so what will be my I of 0 positive? To have the law of continuity, I of 0 positive will also be equal to I of 0 negative, which will be V by R, right? Okay, because initially what will happen, your capacitor will be short circuited. So if capacitor will be short circuited, I of 0 positive will be same as of I of 0 negative. Fine. Okay, as we know that initially when the switch will be moving to P, capacitor will be short circuit. So now what it will be, your I dash of 0 positive, let me calculate this. So for that, let me write the equation for this particular mesh. So it will be I by R plus L di by dt and plus voltage across capacitor, which is equal to 0. And what will be VC 0 positive? Because once it has been switched to point B, capacitor act as a short circuit. So if capacitor act as a short circuit, what will be VC positive? That is voltage across capacitor will be 0. So this term will be 0. So your R, I of 0 positive, plus L, I dash of 0 positive, which is 0, and this implies your prime, I prime of 0 positive will be minus R by L, I of 0 positive, and I of 0 positive is V by R, so it will be minus R by L into V by R. So that is R cancel, so it will be minus V by L. Right? So slope is negative. Okay, fine. So this is the way. And now what will happen if, see, now the switch connects to B. So what is it? Previously inductor has been fully charged now, and capacitor was initially uncharged. So what will happen? It will try to send the current through this R to C. So here what it will be, capacitor will, as the time proceed, capacitor will charged. Again there will be some energy dissipated across R, right? And once capacitor has been fully charged, then again what will happen? L will become short circuit. Capacitor will has been charged. Again C will send current to here. Okay, is it or no? Or capacitor inductor has been fully charged, so it will be sent to C, and with this what we will get? We will get it, that is sinusoidal decay sort of thing. Okay, that will be the behavior. Now let me slightly modify the problem. Say suppose here V is like this. Now resistance is here, same, the point A and B like this, and there is the inductor, and here I'll connect a capacitor. Okay, CL, and here there is a switch. So steady state will reach at point A. Say this is V. So if this is the case, what will be steady state? And the steady state behavior will be like this: resistance, and it will connect to your inductor. Fine, V, R, and this is L. So what will be current? Your current I of 0 negative. Let me find out what will be I of 0 negative. I of 0, that is I of 0 negative is the condition before the switch move to point B. Okay, and what it will be? It will be simply your V by R, like last example what we have seen. Okay, and this is the I of 0 negative. So again it will satisfy the law of continuity. So now I will switch, I will move this switch from here to this position B. So now your network looks like this. Okay, this is your C, L. So what will be I of 0 positive? It will be same as of V by R, because initially when it will happen like this, what is C will act as a short circuit. Fine. So now what will, when switch move from point A to B, then what happened is that inductor is fully charged, right? And now initially capacitor becomes short circuited. So what will happen? Magnetic energy or magnetic flux start decaying, and current will flow through the capacitor, and once capacitor full get charged, stop current to flow, right? So when the voltage between L and C will be same, that current stops to flow through C, right? And now once again current stops to flow in C. Now once again what will happen? Current will start to flow from C to L, right? And again L will be stabilized. Again what will happen? After some time L will send current to this, C will stabilize. So this looks like your oscillator sort of thing, right? So this will be, I can write I of 0 negative will be equal to V by R, which is same as I of 0 positive, and behavior will be your oscillatory, pure oscillatory. Now next what I will do, let me calculate the prime. So in order to calculate the prime, let me consider the polarities here, positive, negative. Okay, so now what will be my I of t? I of t will be, because now see this is my current direction, so it is negative to what we have considered, so it will be minus c into dv by dt. Okay, and what is V in terms of inductor? If I would like to express, it will be L di by dt. So your I of t will be minus C L d2 dt square I of t. Okay, right? And what is, it will be LC d2y by dt square plus I of t equal to 0, and for this what is the initial condition? I of 0 positive is equal to V by R, and I would like to calculate prime. So in order to calculate prime, what I will do, I will use this V of t will be equal to L di by dt, and let me evaluate that t is equal to 0 positive. So what will be this V of 0 positive, or L I dash of 0 positive? So what will be V of 0 positive? V of 0 positive will be 0, because if at this point what will happen, your capacitor will be short circuited, so this will be 0. So Li dash of 0 plus, again, so if this is the case, so your I dash of 0 will also be 0. Fine. And because again I of 0 positive is V by R, so I can conclude that I of prime 0 positive will also be equal to 0. Next problem 5.4 from Van Valkenburg. So if this is my network, there are two capacitors, let's say this, and in between there is a resistor, one switch. Okay, this is the case. So suppose this is V1 and this is my V2 R, and let's say switch this will close at t is equal to 0. So what is the question? Question is simply find I of 0 positive. Okay, so what it will be, and given that C1 and C2 are fully charged, so if C1 and C2 are fully charged, okay, so if fully charged means this will be open circuited. Okay, and now if switch is moving at this point, what will happen? Your I of 0 positive will be equal to the difference between this and this, so V1 minus V2 simply upon R. Okay, and what will be I of infinity? I of infinity will be it will be like this, it will go to 0. Okay, because at steady state what will happen? Capacitor will become open circuited, and when it is switch is closed, the I of 0 positive will be the difference of the potential at this point. Okay. This, what will I do? I'll leave this exercise to you and tell me whether purposely I have written I of infinity is equal to 0, whether it is right or wrong. Okay, so you verify and tell me. Okay, with this next we'll go with the example 5.3 from Q. Okay, so suppose my network is like this, there is a switch, resistor, there is a resistor, then inductor is connected here, resistance and connected through capacitors. Okay, this is a E. Switch will initially switch circuit reach to steady state and then switch thrown away at t is equal to 0. This is R, this is R, L, and this is C. Given this is your mesh current I1, this is the mesh current I2. So determine the initial conditions for the current I1t, I2t and their derivatives. Means what I have to find out, what is my I1 0 positive, okay, what is I2 0 positive, what is I1 prime 0 positive, and let me calculate what will be my I2 dash 0 positive. Okay, to get it this, what we'll do, what has been given basically, the first the switch will be closed. Okay, so first switch will be closed, so in this case how will be my circuit looks like this. Switch is closed, then there is R inductor, there is R capacitor. Okay, this was E, R, R, L and C. This was I1 and I2. So what I have to obtain, let me calculate before the switch thrown away. Let me calculate what are the initial conditions. Means I would like to know what is my I1 0 negative and I2 0 negative. Okay. So when switch was closed, circuits reached to steady state, what will happen? Capacitor will become open circuited, L will become short circuited. So if capacitor will become open circuit, what will be I2 0 negative? It will be 0, and L will become short circuit. So what will be my I1 0 positive? It will be your E by R, right? Okay. Now next, to evaluate the network at t is equal to 0 positive, means when switch has been thrown away from this. So how the circuit looks like? It will be like this. Here resistor and then inductor connected here, R with your capacitor, and this is R, L and C. This was my I1 and this was my I2. See now, very interesting case here. What will happen if switch has been thrown it out? Your I1 of t will be identically equal to 0, right? Because now it has been moved switch from this to this point. Okay, so it is identically 0. So its prime is also I1 dash of 0 positive, also I will can say is 0 because it's of like 0. I1 t is 0. So I1 dash of 0 positive is 0. I1 0 positive is also. Okay, so this is identically 0. What about I2 0 positive? Okay, now here what happened? We have to satisfy the law of continuity because there is no impulse present here, we are assuming. So when switch open, this circuit, in this circuit or in this mesh, here I1 is identically 0. But what we have to find out, initially we know current through the inductor was I1 0 negative, which was E by R. So after switching done, say same amount of current should flow. So what is the direction? I1 already assumed that I1 is 0. So again, what here I am assuming that I2 is flowing here, right? And this value of I2 should be same as of before the switch thrown it away. Okay, before the switching. So here I2 0 positive, that is current through the inductor now, has to be equal to the current through the inductor before switching, right? And what was the current before switching? So what happened is that I2 0 positive because current through the inductor, and law of continuity has to be there. So continuity of current, we know that I1 of 0 positive is 0 negative is E by R, and also current flow through the inductor is I2. So I2 0 positive, the direction is reverse of it. So it will be minus I1 0 negative, which will be minus E by R. Okay. Now let me calculate what will be my prime. I2 dash of 0 positive. In order to calculate, let me write the KVL for mesh 2, and if for mesh 2 only I can write because this part is of no use for me. So for mesh 2, what it will be? R I2 of t plus 1 over c integral I2 tau of d tau, fine, plus here we see 0 negative plus L di2 by dt, which is 0, right? And now I know I would like to evaluate this at t is equal to 0 positive. So what will happen? This will be 0 because there is no impulse present, right? Now what about Vc 0 negative? Vc 0 negative also has to be 0, right? It is because the capacitor in a relaxed capacitor initially will act as a short circuit. Okay, so that's why Vc 0 negative will be 0 because of the steady state L becomes short circuited, right? Yes or no? Because Vc of 0 negative has to be 0. Why? Because at steady state L becomes short circuited, so voltage across L is 0. Okay, so ultimately Vc 0 of 0 negative has to be 0. Okay, so with this L I2 dash of 0 positive will be equal to minus R I2 of 0 positive. So what will be I2 dash of 0 positive? It will be minus R by L into I2 of 0 positive is minus E by R. So it will be E by R, positive slope. Fine. Okay. Next example we'll see related with the nodal equation. So it is 5.7 from Van Valkenburg. So suppose I have current source like this. Oh, very small. I have current source like this, and then there is a switch connected like this. Okay, one resistor connected here, and also there is capacitor, for example, connected. and switch will be thrown at, this is I, switch will be thrown at t is equal to 0, k is a switch, this is R, C, and say switch is open. So find out the initial condition, that is what will be my V of positive, V dash positive. Okay, and also what will be my V of infinity, that let us calculate that also. Okay, so what is that when switch before the circuit reached to steady state, what was the condition? That your current source, okay, switch was connected, and here R, and there was C. Okay, so when switch is closed, what will be? This will become short circuit. Okay, so if this is the case, what will be I of 0 negative? It will be 0, because all the current will, due to this, it will go through it. Okay, so this is 0. So if this is 0, what will be VC 0 negative? VC negative will be also, because I of 0 negative into R, so this is also 0. Fine. Now let us move the switch from this to, or throw the switch. Okay, so if I'll throw the switch, what, how the circuit looks like? It will be simply R, and that is your C, RC network. So now it will be I U of t, R and C. Okay, so now what will be VC positive? It satisfies the law of continuity. So VC of 0 positive also 0, which is VC of 0 negative. Okay, because initially what will happen, capacitor will act as a short circuit. Okay, so it now, in order to find out the prime, what can be done, can be done, like I can write the nodal equation for it. So it will be, say this is my V, so it will be V by R plus C dV by dt, which is equal to the current, so that is I U of t. So let me evaluate this at t is equal to 0 positive. Fine. So what it will be, V by R C, so this will be 1 by R V of 0 positive plus C V dash of 0 positive, and the magnitude is here I, and V of 0 positive is 0. So what will be V dash of 0 positive? It will be I by C. Okay, so again slope is positive, so what will be V of infinity? It will exponentially increase it. Okay, so as time progresses, what will happen? Capacitor will charge it. Okay, so it will be exponentially increasing sort of it. And what will be V then? I into R for it. Okay, so I can write what will be my V of infinity. V of infinity will be I into U of t into R, so which will be I into R. Okay, next, same sort of thing. Instead of capacitor, let us take it inductor. Again 5.8 from Van Valkenburg example. Say I have a current source, there is a switch, okay, through this resistance is connected, and one more thing, that is L is connected. Okay, and switch is thrown away at t is equal to 0. So say this magnitude is I, R and C. So again find out the same, that is all initials. So if this is the case, previously what it is, switch has been connected. So if switch has been connected, it looks like this. Okay, short circuited, there is a R and there is L, so all the current will flow through it. So what will be the initial current? It will be IL0 negative, or I of 0 negative, I will call this I of 0 negative will be 0. Fine. So after switching, what it will be, let me calculate V of 0 positive. So after switching means what? Now the switch thrown away, so its equivalent representation will be, this is R and this is your L. This is now I into U of t. So what is V of positive? It was initially relax, so it will be looks like you're open circuited. So your V of positive will be I into R, this magnitude into R. Okay, and again the current through it, that is IL of 0 positive, as it satisfies the law of continuity, so I have 0 negative, which is 0. Right, now let me calculate what will be my V prime. So V dash of 0 positive. Okay, so in order to do that, let me write the equation for this. IU of t plus, sorry, this is equal to, no, IU of t will be R into I plus 1, sorry, not KVL, right, nodal equation. So it will be, say this is my V, so it will be V by R plus 1 by L 0 negative to T V of tau d tau. Okay, and plus voltage, so that will be the case. So I U of t, if I'll take the differentiation, it will be I delta t equal to V dash by R plus 1 by L into V of t, and whatever the initial current was 0. Okay, because the initial current already we said that is 0. So with this, there is no impulse present, so this also be 0. So what will be V dash of 0 positive? This will be simply minus 1 upon L V of 0 positive. So V dash of 0 positive will be minus R by L into V of 0 positive is IR. So it will be minus IR square upon L. That way also you can calculate. Okay, so now we have calculated V prime. That also we can, this is from the physical inspection we have done. This mathematically also we can calculate that, the equation which we have been written. Let me take it for this example. We will see later in detail also, but to prove it, we'll see what is my equation. I U of t will be equal to V of t by R plus 1 by L, then integral V of tau d tau plus initial current, that was 0. So if I'll use the Laplace transform, what is the Laplace transform here? I of s upon s will be 1 by R V of s upon 1 over SL V of s, and it looks like V of s will be R L S SL plus R. Now what I have to obtain is that V of s. Okay, so this will not be my I of s, but this will be simply I upon s, because I is the magnitude. I am taking the Laplace of U of t. I am solving for it. So V of s will be, I can write as I R L S. Okay, s into, again L I will take it common, so s plus 1 over R L. So this will be cancelled, this will be there, so it will be I into R, simple pair, as 1 by R L. Okay, so what will be my V of t? It will be I into R e raised to minus t into R by L. Oh, is it right? Because this is not 1 by R L, but this is R by L. This is R by L. Same here. This is also R by L. So it will be IR e raised to minus t by e raised to minus t into R by L. We can use the standard pair. If I would like to calculate from this V0 plus, what it will be? It will be IR, and we have obtained that I of IR, that V is of 0 positive. Okay, it satisfies that. Similarly, if I would like to calculate V dash, so what will be V dash of t? It will be IR into minus R by L e raised to minus t R by L. Okay, and let me evaluate at V dash of 0, so it will be minus I R square upon L, because this will be 1. Okay, so this also satisfies. So whatever from physical inspection we will do, it also will get it from the mathematical representation. Okay, that is what I wanted to. So first let us understand how can we directly write or obtain the currents and voltages by the use of physical inspection. if we would like to obtain from the physical inspection why to go unnecessary to use the mathematical equation and so on, right? Now now let us again interpret this network, that if I have, let me draw the network like this. This is my R and L. It was I into U of t. Now I will assume that R becomes large. What will happen? If R tends to infinity, what will happen with my V of t? Okay. So what will be V of t? I R into e raised to minus t R by L, and R infinity, so it will be e raised to minus infinity, and this will be infinity into 0, right? Infinity, right? So how can we interpret that? So R will be infinite means this will be your open circuited. Okay, so if this is open circuit means what? All immediately what will happen once R become infinite, and if I'll switch on, what will happen? There is, as we know, the sudden singularity will appear through L, right? So now this is the problem of singularity, that all now we are forcing L to charge it, right? So there is an impulse occur here. Okay, so R is first, or in terms of graphical representation also, to express, suppose this is my V of t. Okay, so how will it be looks like? I R this magnitude, and as time progresses it will reach to steady state, right? Now what we said, R tends to infinity, so what it will be, your height will increase and your width will reduce. So after some time it will be, as R increase you will get it this way, and at the end it will be your impulse length, right? So this will be your impulsive nature. So when value of R becomes infinite, so it becomes open circuited, and unit step function of value I suddenly forced into the inductor, right? So there will be sudden change in voltage which will appear across L, and singularity happens for very short duration of time, and thus there will be the existence of impulse, we'll say, right? This is what I would like to say. Next class again we'll say something, how to solve the circuit using the mathematical equation by the use of ordinary differential equation and Laplace transform. We stop here. Thank you.